What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? Peace, peace, peace. What's up? It's your boy Cool One representing from upstate to you.com. Yo, man, my chair ain't right, man. I don't know what's wrong with my chair, man. It need to be back a little something. I need to get my lean on. Yo, we in the building. This is the Corduroy Creases show. You know what I'm saying? This is how we do. We chill, we link up. I talk to the community come back. We add our co-host, my man Stig, my man Jermaine. You know what I'm saying? We come in, do a nice cool build with y'all. Holla at y'all, kick it and everything be fine and lovely. You know what I'm saying? Yo, it's a wonderful Wednesday, y'all. Lovely. I know all of y'all feeling lovely. Y'all done had your little hearts filled up with nice little hearts and chocolates and dates and a lot of love in the air. It feel good, you know what I'm saying? And for all y'all that feel bad, you know what I mean, love yourself, go buy yourself something, a nice card or some candy or something like that, man. But yo, we in the building today. Right before I cut the live on, me and my man Stiggs was having a good build, you know what I'm saying? And today, man, you know how we do. We're gonna guide y'all into a good place. We're gonna show y'all a few things today. And next week we're gonna have a good guest. I might have a nice fun guest that's coming in. He might come in or not, but it's a guy that's running for assemblyman, you know. So we're gonna learn a lot about that. This the year of voting for presidency and all of that. So I'm gonna really show y'all some things and some details on how to vote, who to vote for, what you need in the vote. I'm not gonna directly put your mind into it, but I'm gonna just show you who to talk to when you need to know some answers in your community. You know, um, man, they got me all jogged up because me and my man Stig was having a good build, yo. It was a good build, you know. It was nice, some opinions, some thoughts. I got hot. He got hot. You know how me and my boy do, man. It's just like we've been like this. That's why it's like he the perfect host. When he the perfect co-host when he come in. Oh, I forgot. Yo, last week, y'all know y'all saw the show when Stig was the artist. I know. I know y'all saw it. You know what I'm saying? Peace. What up, Antoine? My guy, man. My guy, man. I told you, man, when you ready, man, just come on in, man. You know? Oh, you always here anyway. Just shoot me a topic. Shoot me a topic. Cause I'm waiting for my crew to come in. I start the build by myself. You know what I'm saying? Just shoot anything. Cause I know where we're gonna go today. We're gonna, show the people what it is out here and who to talk to in their district and how it go. You know? What's this right here, right here? Oh, I dig it. I dig it. Let me know when you off work and you can come on in, man. The show is about y'all, the community. Uh-oh. Let me hit the button. So we don't get all that through the whole show. All right, I'm gonna run it all the way back. Let me hit the mute. I like hanging out with y'all, man. Basically, oh, need a new link? All right, here you go. Here you go, my guy. Don't worry. You know, got it for you. Here you go, my guy. Boom. Right. Let me see. I might need to send Jermaine another link too, because you know what I'm saying he might be sitting there saying, "Yo, cool, I need another link." My link ain't working. You know? Get my guys in here, man. We finna have some fun, man. I'm glad y'all are here. Everyone here. Corey, what's good? What's good? Yo, you back. You finally back. Let me know when you're ready to come in, man. I'm still holding the spot for you, man. You know? You know what I'm saying? We get the flowers all day. Y'all know y'all the man. Y'all always come see us. Y'all know it. Y'all the guys. We salute y'all. Yo, so when you want to come in, Corey? Because me and Stiggs and Jay, we finna set this thing up. What up? You want to come in, Twan? I see my people coming in, you know what I'm saying? I see you, Stiggs. I see you.
Yes, we back. We black activated. We are live.
Yeah,
What's happening? What's happening? Cool one. You already. Shout
right.
out to the peoples. Shout out to the peoples.
Yo, Stiggs, how you feeling today, man?
Man, I'm feeling blacktastic, activated. You know what I mean? Now we were just having a great old build going back
Right,
and forth before we was here. We had to call time out to come here. You feel me? Like,
right. There was seconds left. So it was ticking down.
yeah,
I saw the
man.
numbers. I was like, yo, hold up, Stiggs. Show for the stop.
Hey, I'll tell you what's dope that I do like about our bills, though, man. Every time I get off the phone, I get to reflect and be like, dang, you know what I'm saying? Find better
Right.
ways to deliver a thought or hear better or listen to what somebody else is saying better. And you know what I'm saying? Or always do that when we kick it. You know what I'm saying? Real talk.
Me too. Me too. I like when you say something I ain't heard. And it's funny. You know what I'm saying? It'd be funny to me inside because I'd be like, yo, word, all right, I like that. He shot that. I had to look at it in a new perspective. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
me too.
But yo, Corey in the house, Swan in the house,
What up, fam?
the
What up?
whole
What up?
fam
What
in
up?
the
What up?
house.
What up?
You
What
know
up?
what I'm
What up?
saying? Yo, um, today, today,
Mm-hmm.
we gotta do this. Hold on, let me see. Let me see something, man. Let me see something, man. Let me shoot a couple links, man. Let me see.
Oh yeah, Big Twan.
Shoot a couple links, man. Let's see if my guys
My
want to
G,
come
you
in and kick
already.
it. Man. See if my guys want to come in the door. My guy told me when he get back off his Facebook vacation, he was gonna come in the door.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't gonna say who he is, but I want to see if he gonna come in the door. You know what I'm saying?
You're doing your homework for this week.
Right, right, right. We gotta see if my guy's gonna come in, man, and add on to the build, man.
Mm-hmm.
Woo! We've been having fun each week. I thank you for coming on last week. You know what I'm saying? We had a blast.
Yeah, man, I appreciate it. I
You
appreciate it.
know,
Salute, Corey. You already know. Yes, yes, yes.
the dope show and all that. But
Mm-hmm.
before my man Jermaine come in here and the other crew, you know what I'm saying? I want to get into something, man. Like I was saying, this the season where it's time for people to start thinking about what they need done in their areas and in their neighborhoods and all of that. And they need to know who to talk to. And
Mm-hmm.
at the end of the day, if they don't get it done, y'all need to know how to move them out their position. You know what I'm saying? If they ain't gonna do nothing for you, you got to move them out of position.
Right.
And the first thing I want to show people is a map. I'm gonna show you a map of the district. You know what I'm saying? No, first I'm gonna show you the people. You know, no, the map, so you know where you at and how it defines what goes on.
Ooh, hey yo, this might be one of my um favorite joints right here, man, because I didn't used to I never was into politics. I never tried to be really, you know what I'm saying? It's pretty much was anti-politics. However,
Right,
after conversating the other day and with other you and my sister, just other people, I'm starting to see how much more effective and important it can be and is if we
right,
was to work together. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
right,
So the way you're gonna break it down for the people today, I think it'll help bring clarity and help
right.
people to make decisions and be and aware of what's going on.
So what y'all finna see at first is me get close. I'm gonna get close to the camera because I'm gonna have to move around and do some things. You know what I'm saying? And y'all gotta see it up close. So first, I'm gonna have to share my screen and let y'all know what's gonna happen. This right here, y'all. Come on, screen. I'm gonna have to do this slowly. I ain't saw Netta yet. I ain't saw Netta yet, but we're gonna get it popping. You know? Oh, here it go, right here. This right here is a map of what the city councilman, the areas, the northwest, the northeast, the east, and the south. Most of these areas right here, we all live in. Let me move it a little closer for y'all, so y'all can see the street. You know what I'm saying? As y'all see how this goes. What you gotta do, you gotta know. First thing is you gotta know what area that you are in, because part of the east side it cuts off at Culver. I thought I was near, like I was on the I could say I was on the border, but as you can see, this is the east down here. This is the west, and this is the south. Make it get a little closer so we can see this thing. I'll give y'all a second to find y'all street. Let me move it over here so you can see the south. There's the south, right there. If you want to get closer to see. See, now here's the south. There's Troop Street and all these other places on the map. You got Broad over here where the 31's at. That's Broad Street and 490 going over there. Y'all know where that's at, by the 4th Street Bridge. This is the south side, the how it curves all the way around. And then you see the little cut how it come over to Chester Street over here on the end? All of this is one person. So if you live in this area, Allen Street, you know, Main, Brown, St. Mary's Hospital, all of this is in the south sector. Yep, south, not the west.
Mhm.
Over here is the northwest. Let me bring it down so you can see it a little bit. Shrink. There you go. This is the northwest, which consists of, see the NW, which consists of all of this. Maplewood Park, Finch, Brooklyn, Emerson, all of this over here. You see Jefferson High School, all this other stuff. Orange Street, All of this is the Northwest. Then we got to come over here. This is the east side, and this is the northeast. North, yeah, this is the north. Bay, everywhere, all the way down. Public Market, Pennsylvania Street, Prince Street. East Main is running to your probably your left, to my right. That's where the east side separates for the city councilman. And this is the east, right here. See the east? Now this is the east. Alexander, Monroe Avenue. I didn't even know Monroe Avenue and all of that was considered east. You know? So now, as I come out of that, I gotta show y'all something different. Back to me and Stig. Now I'm finna show y'all who's the corporate of these areas. Hold on, hold on. All right, let me go back. Let me share the screen for the people. Oh shit. That's the wrong thing. I'm messing up, y'all. All right, here we go. Let me share the screen. Let me show y'all who's these people that are supposed to be in charge of these places.
Yeah.
All right, right here. Now, these are the people. These bottom four right here. Hurry up and pull up. Come on. Well, there's four people on this end of it that do the northeast, the south, and okay, there they go. These are the people for the north, the east, the south, and the northwest, right here. These are the people you need to know for your area, right here. Each one of these people run each side. If you didn't know, this lady right here does the I think the northwest. No, she does the northwest. She does the south side, and she does the east, and he does the north. If I said it correct, these are the people y'all need to know and get in contact with when something's going on in your area. If you need something done in your area, these the people you need to go see. Because these the people that can get things done. These the people that can get like programs. If you want programs done in your neighborhood, these are the four people that you need to know who they are. So you could go to them and tell them, I live in this district and I need this done. These are the four people that you could see in your district that's in charge of the zoning in your district. If you want to open something and it might not be like you cannot open a bar in a residential area. There's people that you cannot open a business in a certain area. These are the people that can okay your zoning or tell you what you can and can't do in certain neighborhoods. These four people. These are the people that you need to really know before you go voting each 4 years. These five people, there's 9 city council people. It only looked like it's 4, but it's 9. These 5 right here, They represent all four of these people. So when you talk to these people right here, these are the people that stand up after what these people came to them with. So we really got to know who these people are. If you can't find these people, find these people. I ain't mean to leave you out, Miguel. Find these people right here, and they will let you know if they heard from these people. Y'all got that? I just want to make stuff clear. Because when we always do shows and we be talking to our people, we always say, we need this done in the community. We need that done in the community. We need this new park done. We need something fixed over here. Why is all these abandoned buildings over here? Why we can't build in this? These are the people y'all need to find out that's running y'all district. I might have said one or two persons wrong, but these are the people. You know, you could go right down to 30 Church Street and find all four of them and let them know. All five, nine of them. I'm just giving y'all some quick clues on when we need to start and where we need to start from. Because we always act like we don't know who to talk to. So I pulled it up so you will see who to talk to. All right. This was the piece of today. If you need to know what they do and what they're in charge of, I can show you that too. You know?
Yeah, that's
Let
dope.
me
You
come back
showing
up.
that. That's
Let me.
for if people wondering the names. That's Miguel Melendez. Those are the top. These are the top ones. Miguel Melendez, Mitch Gruber, Willie J. Lightfoot, Stanley Martin, Kim Smith. Those are the top five, and the four in your districts. Lachey D. Harris of the South District. She's the vice president. Mary Luplin of the East District. Michael A. Patterson of the Northeast District, and Bridget Monroe of the Northwest District. Um,
Right.
that
Hold
was
on.
very informative too, because a lot of times we aren't aware of who to speak with, and yeah, you just gave
I
us
want
all
to show
some.
you one more for y'all to know exactly what to ask these people. You know?
Those might be spaces for people who want to run for places in office too. You know what I'm saying? Who, if you ever anybody think about running,
No, not this one. Let me see. Let me find it. I got one more to show y'all. But this gonna let you know what to ask.
Jermaine,
Right
what it
here.
do?
Oh, not much, brother. What's good with you?
How you feeling?
I'm blessed, brother. I'm blessed.
All right. So this is what you want to ask. This is what the city councilman's duties are. Right here. Besides voting on things and doing things like that, you know, we can start from right here, from under the mayor, from right here. One of the city councilman's main duties is to act the city annual budget. So y'all already know to make sure that your part of town or your area is getting they due. You talk to those people and tell them what's going on in your area. The council set physical policies and approve all spending, whether in operations, salaries, the capital items such as major equipment purchases, street repairs. Street repairs. So y'all know who to go to. Y'all always crying about my the street tearing up my car. Find those five, nine people, and you go to them and tell them First, you go to the representative of your area. Diggs, you got the representative of each area again? You got that part? Or other public improvement. Then you go right here. The regulation of land use, including creating of amendments of zoning laws. There you go. Don't get zoned out of your voting area. You know, it's another significant council responsibility. While most of the proposed laws which come before council are referred by the administration, council may initiate legislation itself. Council members will often propose new programs at the suggestion of city residents. You guys are important out there. Y'all tell them what they need to propose. And if they don't do the duty for you after they term, vote them out of there. Council members also respond annually to thousands of constituent requests, filing crucial oversight roles in the delivery of basic city services to the public, which are you and I. You can read the rest of that because this sums up what I just said. Most of the stuff y'all only gonna be concerned about is what I just said. This other stuff is mainly businesses and things like that if they need some other things and stuff like that. So when y'all need to talk to these people, I'm gonna show you again who to talk to one more time. Let me go over here. Show you again who to talk to. Oh, wrong one. I told y'all I ain't Sonetta yet. I'm gonna have it in a minute.
He said he not signed that again.
I'm gonna have
Oh,
it in a
you
minute.
not him.
Oh, boy. I'm gonna have it in a minute. We're gonna be just rolling through, sharing screens real fast. These people are the people you go to. I'm gonna show y'all again. You know, if you had to find these people, write these people names down, do whatever you need to do when you need to find these people. These are the people you need to find for your neighborhood. Right here. Boom, 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 and boom. So don't come in here telling me that you don't know what to do. I just told you. And if you don't remember, watch the video again, man. I did this for y'all. You know what I'm saying? And because I love y'all. So, because we're going to run Rochester. All of us, we're going to run this up here. So, I want y'all to go to the whoever y'all need to go to in y'all neighborhood, whatever zone y'all live in, and talk to these people, man. And be like, yo, listen, get these names down, write them down, email them, say, yo, listen, I need y'all because there's this playground over here that ain't been touched since 1982. Y'all need to come over here. Every other neighborhood got it built up except ours. Our kids need to play too. And then you got these people that you find everywhere, all on podcasts and everywhere. Right? You find these people everywhere. So find these people and say, yo, I just talked to these people. Did they tell you about so and so? If not, I need y'all, since y'all represent all them people down there. And let's get this city together, man. It ain't just mine, it's y'all too. You know? So I'm finna come out of that. And me and my guys, it's finna get the act, you know how we do. It's our turn, you know?
Look here.
I'm glad y'all came. And we here to have a good time. How was your day, Jermaine?
My day was blessed, brother. Blessed, blessed, blessed.
Oh, it turned to an alien. Yeah,
Yeah, disappeared on us. You know, went to the
all
red
right.
room.
All we see is the lights on the eyes.
Uh, yeah, I like that. I'm gonna have to watch that again too. This episode, man. Go back and make sure I'm in tune with the folks and what they do, because those is people we could definitely approach to see what's going on. A lot of times when we do vote, we ain't aware of who. For those who
Right.
vote, you ain't aware of who you're voting for, what they do. Aside from a couple of the main names, a lot of times people just pushing any button. So that's very
Right.
informative.
Next week I'm gonna have this assemblyman in, and I'm gonna have him break down what the assemblymen do. You know what I'm saying? He running for the Wayne County area, like Webster and all the other part, Pittsburgh out that way. You know what I'm saying? So he said he gonna come in, and he a good dude, cool dude. I talked to him already. So that's gonna be a good one when I kick it with him, man. So look forward to that. I'm trying to get our assemblyman in here. You know what I'm saying? I'm working on it. I'm trying to get a couple other people, like, you know, ex mayors and all kinds of stuff, but hard to reach some people. You know what I'm saying? When they ignoring you. So Sig, my man. My mellow, my man. Can you please tell me?
If is it
Can you
static when
please?
I'm talking?
Uh-uh. Can you please tell me why Beyonce and them be eating children? Nah.
You need children? That
why
what you
they be
heard?
why they down with the spirit cooker? Can you please tell me the answer to that part of the
Hey
bill?
man, hey, the same reason why you see Christians drink blood on every Sunday, every first Sunday.
and eat skin and eat flesh.
Feel me? And eat flesh. The reason why that, you know what I mean? People go to on every first is a ritual. You know what I mean?
Oh
Eat
my
flesh and
god.
drink blood and be merry.
Right.
Yeah, man.
Yo,
What you think,
Jermaine,
Jermaine?
man.
Because a lot of people don't. A lot of people don't understand certain cultures.
Mm.
So if you try to explain to them why certain things happen in certain cultures, they won't understand. They will still have this European mindset that Palmyambe, Santeria, Langul, all those African religions is not something that we supposed to be practicing. It is supposed something we supposed to be practicing. Because a lot of
right.
those religions are the oldest spirituality that you can patch in.
And it's us. It's naturally us, you know? But we got people that's afraid to be us.
And
And the
the reason
thing
why
is, it's crazy that you ever seen someone scared of themselves? It's crazy how somebody could be scared of everything that you built within yourself since time began because somebody told you that don't look like you or don't act like you, that told you don't act like yourself. You know what I'm saying?
yep.
That's like telling a young person when they go to school or something, since a baby and everything, when you get to that school, don't tell them I'll be whooping your ass at home. Knowing that's what happened.
hmm
You know what I'm saying? Don't go in the tell. Act like I put you in the corner and you stand there for about 20 minutes and shit like that. A lot
Or
of people
or
are ashamed to be themselves.
yeah. Or they say that's not in the Bible. And the things that people practice in Palmyambe and all those religion cultures that they spiritualities that they say we should not supposed to be practicing, it's in the Bible.
Mm.
Yep. That the something that's real interesting is that's how you're aware that like it's about a narrative. People like a good story. You see what I'm saying? People like the storylines or they like the narratives. So when you got the like we say in the Bible, it's not even about people don't go into it and look for things that are familiar. You said I'm saying they're not going through it to find out. Like you said, it's in the Bible, or even the cast lots is in the Bible. That's like what we call in our culture throwing no beat, or they say throwing stones, or some people to say getting a reading. You see what I'm saying? That's inside the Bible in itself. It has a placement in it. Yet, or the but when people see it or see it happen and they'll get afraid of it. You know what I'm saying? Because like you were saying earlier, it's being looked at through a Western cultural lens or a European lens, a lens that's anti-African or anti of a spiritual system that's outside of the Abrahamic religions. You know what I'm saying? They'll say burning sage is bad. People will go to burning sage and people are like, "Ooh, wow, you're doing something spooky because you're burning some sage." You know what I'm saying? You got some churches when you'll see, if you even notice that, drums. You don't see drums in Western culture churches. Now, when I say Western culture, I'm talking about European pen churches. You know what I'm saying? You don't see no drums. You know what I mean? You don't see that at all. However, you look at the soul churches, that down
Mm.
south church in the backwoods, you know what I'm saying, or the house
Right.
churches.
It don't be no drum. It be the organ
Yeah, we
and
always
maybe a
got drums in
guitar.
our. Yeah, they don't do no drums in they joint because you think back, drums at one time was illegal in the whole United States because they didn't want the slaves to have drums. They didn't want them to start to communicate as well as start revolts or go into deep heavy meditation by using the drums. So people got fined for having drums, for finding if the police came to a plantation and found there were drums on that plantation, the owners of the plantation got fined. So
Or if you as a person that was playing the drums, they will actually cut your hands off.
Mm.
They will actually, because the drums told every time you hit the drum, it would tell the other slaves what's about to happen. It's time to go and pray.
yeah,
Because we wasn't allowed to communicate, we wasn't allowed to talk to each other because we came from so many different villages in Africa. So we had to use things
Something
to
common.
communicate with each other.
Right. You had to use something common for everybody. Yo, I didn't know some of this y'all going through. Y'all kicking.
yeah,
I
they,
feel African.
hey man, it's in your DNA, my brother.
I feel a little African, man. You know what I'm saying? I might jump up and levitate in here for about 3 minutes.
Hey man,
Y'all just see my feet. Y'all know what happened. You know what I'm
hey,
saying?
don't ever let them tell you can't.
I know that's right.
You know what I'm
Okay, check
saying?
this out. Check this out, right? One day, I want you to explain your video. But for now, it's like I know why a lot of people is scared of African spirituality and different kinds of things that come with it and different groups of spirituality. But when you start to study yourself, just as a person, a human being, and in simple terms, a black person, when you start to studying yourself and you start doing the mathematics like on melanin and everything else, it gets real magical within. You start knowing what melanin do to you and how you absorb the sun and what it does after you do to the point you're trying to, you know, uncalcify the pineal gland, and a lot of wisdom and meditation and things start to happen. A lot of magic starts to occur to the point where you get involved with spaced out shit in layman's terms because you become one with the ether, you know? And I don't know why a lot of people would rather have a blank piece of paper than a colorful vision.
Mm.
Because me personally, I've studied so much and I've seen so much in each level of studying and meditation that my vision and learning how to see through the eyes of just the spirit instead of the body and the human. I've looked at life in three different levels, and it's a beautiful thing, man. It's a very beautiful thing. You know, the older and the wiser you get, and the more you look at life, you can start seeing through things and seeing around corners before you even get there. And I know on the last couple shows, they always hear me use the quote magical because that's how I could only describe it to the mind that's used to praying. Because this is what happens. It's something magical. That's a term that they can understand that is something beyond the regular walking to the park and nothing happens. And a lot of people wonder why I could walk around like nothing is ever wrong because it isn't. Because this is the way it's supposed to be through these eyes. Only people walk into bad, but spirits only move forward. I don't walk as a human. You know what I'm saying? I don't walk as the being you see in the flesh. I enjoy the spirit life when I talk to the creator. I just use the flesh to occupy time and space and deal with the people. Like me dealing with y'all too. When I talk to y'all, I talk to the spirit within y'all. I'm chilling. It's like us right now. It's like three orbs. When I talk to guests, I have to be the flesh again. You know what I'm saying? Because I know y'all background. You know what I mean? I know where y'all went. I've seen my man crack the stars, the spirit world. We've talked about it. And then he told me who your sister is. And he was like, yo, Jermaine is very aware. He's very everywhere.
But you know what the crazy thing about is? My sister came to my house when I had my house on Barbary Terrace, and before she started practicing, she came to my house and she seen my warriors. She seen my goon, and then she seen a couple other things. She ran.
First
She ran out my
reaction, like
house.
you said, Sig.
She didn't understand what I was practicing, but because my sister, she travels all over the world. she took it further.
Mm.
So she didn't understand what I was practicing. I was practicing Palmyambe, Santeria, Yamaya, Ogun, Dadis, all those African religions way back in East,
I don't like that word religion for that.
or spiritualities way back in East.
Say, mm. I don't know. That don't sound good either.
Spirituality formats. I was practicing those African cultures way back in East.
Eh, okay.
Like
We'll okay.
it sound
All
a
right. So
little better.
first of all, I get exactly what you saying.
We know what you're saying,
Yeah,
but
we
it
we
just to
aware what you
me it
saying.
sounded different. That's
Yeah.
like
Only
somebody to me calling the creator God.
right.
Because
Because
God is as a small earthly word. The creator created is the all.
right.
That's why I use creator. And when some people tell me, yeah, man, I worship God, and I just look at them like, you just, you only worshiping something from earth, a small section of the everything. You know what I mean? That's why I use the word creator because it's not a person sitting up there. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely
It's an
hit what you're
aura.
saying.
It's an energy. Go ahead, Stick.
No. I was just saying. I'll get what Jermaine was saying. He had the floor. All right.
No, yo, I dig what you're saying, Jermaine. I wasn't cutting. I was just like, and that's how I felt about the words you were using for our people's description of what we do.
Yes,
It
I
felt
agree.
little. It
Yeah.
felt kind of belittled when you said African religions. That's how it
Okay,
didn't
well,
sound right. It
Yeah.
didn't
African
You ain't.
sound
You,
culture.
right.
yeah. That and when I hear, just for clarity, and this is not on no nitpicking stuff neither. When I hear like Santeria, I don't think of African culture. See what I'm saying? I think of I don't I, when I think of African culture, I'm thinking of, even though it's a whole bunch of, you know what I'm saying, you name some, you got Yoruba culture, you got Ifa, you got Vodun, you got Khan. Those are African spiritual traditions that use African deities, African tools, and so on and so forth within the culture that is in that area. So when I think of, just some of the things that I don't look at them as African.
But Santeria and all that is a sister part of that. You know what I'm saying? It just was it was more formatted in Cuba and Puerto Rico.
Yeah, what I noticed, and the one of the difference that I learned is, you can look at, right, when you look at Santeria, the slaves that traveled through Cuba had to hide the African deities behind European saints. This is why in Santeria you'll see Saint this or Saint that or Saint that. So it has that European or white face over on top of, what I'm saying, the culture that's under there on that side. Now on the other side of the Cuba, you got the Afro-Cuban, you know what I mean, that where you'll see like leukemia or our more of our stuff that doesn't include European or Western culture deities. You know what I'm saying? So that's one of the differences that I say with saying the main one of the, and also I'm not sure. I don't think they do a gungun, your ancestors' lineage. See
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
they
African.
yeah they no they do it, but they do it in a different way.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? They do it, but they do it a whole different way.
Yeah.
Um, it's hard. Somewhat it's hard to explain, but it's all the same. You know,
And I
you
get what you're
understand what I'm
going at
saying?
too. I get what you're going at. A lot of maybe the culture isn't, with some of the practices and styles and some of the things that we do are extremely similar. Like I said, they were hiding our stuff behind you know what I mean,
Thank
the saints of Santeria. So, you know, because you were getting killed for doing your spiritual system. People getting killed for that. So they had to
Like
hide it.
us.
Yeah.
Like us. If they caught us, that's the reason why they called what we was doing, going out getting certain woods, getting certain berries in the woods, and getting certain things. They used to call it voodooism. If they caught you doing it and they didn't tell you to go and do it, they would cut your foot off. They would cut your hand off. If they caught you burning, like you said, sage, oh, he's practicing black magic. They will burn you
Right.
alive.
Think about it. That's
They
why they
will
call
tie
it.
you up and burn you alive.
Hmm.
So a lot of times when a lot of people don't understand it because they run away from it because they have been told all their life, don't practice it, don't practice that, don't believe in that, don't burn no candles, don't do this, don't do that, and that's part of us.
peace, peace. Okay,
Peace,
I got a stupid
peace, peace.
question. I
Hmm.
got a stupid question. Y'all hear I said I'm said again, like Umar, you got to say it 3 times. I got a stupid question. So where did witches come into the play? Did they learn from did they learn some talents that they wasn't supposed to learn from some people? Or they
So,
learned from or they was around after they stole some of our practices that could make things move. But what I'm just trying to imagine, you know how you calculate time and because at one time they say they was burning the witches and everything, and the witches had spiritual power. When did the witches learn what they learned? Or did they learn was they by a African black lady somewhere in their life?
okay, so boom. So when I offered it up, I'm glad you made the distinction, because when I hear witch, I think automatically European. You see what I'm saying?
Right,
Anytime I hear witchcraft, all I think of white folks, European stuff, all of that. When I think of spirituality, that's our doing. That's ancient. That's timeless. You know what I'm
right.
saying? Um, so when I think of or even hear of like you're saying, witch or white people that are doing, or Europeans that are practicing, trying to do African spirituality, makes it witchcraft. You see what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
Because it's not organic to the culture of what they got going on. They going to do something else that you're into. You know what I'm saying? Whatever
Right.
they had going on. You know what I'm saying? So, and I look at it also as a manipulative thing of what our people's practice, because everything we did had purpose. It's part of a culture. See what I'm saying? The culture to make the best soil for our children. You know what I mean? To grow into was the best soil for our children to go into. So anytime I start to hear, it's just a difference between spirituality and quote unquote witchcraft. So
Big
when they were
difference.
yeah, so when they were talking about burning quote unquote witches, you had white folks calling people who did African spirituality witches, because that's the lingo that they were using. You see what I'm saying? Same way our people was getting killed for, or so on and so forth, for
That was
doing.
the language.
You talking about language? You talking about the enemies of our ancestors as well? You see what I'm saying? You
Right,
talking about
right,
those who was coming to kill, pillage, destroy, and rename. You see what I'm saying? And then,
right.
like everything else, they took our stuff, call it their own, put their spin on it, you know what I mean? And then try to give it, not even give it back to us, probably pretty much try to keep us out of whatever it is they got going on and use it against us. And while they got us following false religions and this and that, when they not, and not the sciences of how life actually works in real lifetime.
So did the
Well,
witches come in the Viking era?
I think
or they came after slavery.
They came during and after slavery because a lot of times, a lot of those white, a lot of those European women, they used to come and learn from the
That's what I was
the
imagining.
women. And so, what people don't even know, here in Rochester, they used to burn witches right downtown.
Mm. Where? I'm gonna have to research that.
You
yeah,
can
me
go
too.
right downtown. They got that. They got pictures down there of the old pictures. But they used to burn the white women, the European women, because they didn't understand it. They wasn't doing what healing what we was doing. They was doing something totally different. They were doing some
So it went from witchcraft to sorcery.
Yeah, and I'm gonna
base.
say they've been on that as long as it been war going on. You see what I'm saying? As long as
When they
our
pillaged and
temples,
take everything, they
as
took
long as they've
notes
been
too.
invading, as long as they've been invading and they've been able to get into our information, as long as they done
Right.
put their spin on it, you know what I'm saying, and gave it to their
That's
folks.
why it wasn't working.
That's why exactly. See what I'm saying?
Right. Right. I like that. I like that. You know, listen, man. You know us. When we go, we go. We want to know. We want to see. We don't just stay somewhere and talk about gossip and everything. We talk about wisdom, man. We like to see where it go. Even if we have to mentally reach a little bit to connect dots.
Mm-hmm.
But like you said they're burning them here. Where you seen the picture at? Because I want to go there. I want to check it out.
Um, down the Hall of Justice. I was
They got it in the building.
right in the building. I
Mm,
Wow.
was in I was in I had to do I used to work for the city.
uh-huh.
And all before they was building all this stuff, we had to they had pictures and stuff. So I went down there and was looking. I'm like, hold a minute. Yo, they used to have slaves down here. Because a port. This was a port from New York City, because New York City used to have slaves. They used to bring the slaves here and sell them here. And right downtown, before you get to South Avenue, that
Hmm.
little part right there where they got that statue of Frederick Douglass,
Hmm.
that's where they used to do it at.
Wow.
Because
Went down.
that's
Because
where the
we
Plymouth
got a major waterway.
that's where the Plymouth Market, the original Plymouth Market, was right there. But it wasn't a Plymouth Market of selling goods. It was a Plymouth Market of selling slaves.
Yo,
Mm.
check this out. And this is why I'm gonna just add on, and I gotta do the research to, what I'm saying, to back up what I'm saying, so don't, what I mean, judge what I'm saying. I'm
We'll
just,
pull it all in when we
what I
get
mean.
together again.
So boom, up. I'm glad you said about the waterway. That's what made the canal so strong up this way, because the water flows north like the Nile River, right? And in order to get goods and different marketing things that they could sell from other places, from down south to wherever, they had to attach it to the Genesee River, or the river that flows north, to be able to get into Rochester and so on and so, and all of that. And this was also a heavy, when they say Indian land, which I would say indigenous land, of people that practice spirituality from outside of Western culture. You know what I mean? So if they definitely
Hmm.
linked up with other people, I could definitely see them burning them or killing them like they were doing other places for those who practice, like they do anything, anybody that does anything
When they pillage any
outside of,
land.
yep, outside of what they try to tell you to do. So I could believe that. And the dude
Yo.
named Rochester, he used to sell rope. Or Nathaniel Rochester. His his main his main he got rich off of ropes. What you think they was doing with them ropes back in the day?
Come on, man. Come on, Stig. Don't do that, man.
Okay, he got rich
Don't
off
do
of
that,
rope. You can look
man.
it up. Rope, just like
Don't
the
do
school
that,
name rope.
man.
Go look it
Don't
up. So
tell me some. Don't tell me no common sense.
word,
Come on, Steve. Don't tell me something I didn't know that should have been common sense.
word up, my brother. Look,
Y'all
man,
tripping, man.
he used to sell rope, man. He got rich, and there was you already where they was hanging black mad of our people with them ropes. He got rich off
Mm.
ropes.
Wow. Listen, man. Yo, I'm gonna write that down, Jermaine, because I gotta go. I'm gonna go down
What?
there and go see. No, I ain't down. I'm just saying I want to see it. I want to go see it. I want to see it because there's something about the city I never saw for myself. You know what I'm saying? I gotta see this. I
A lot
gotta
of people don't. A lot of people don't. If you tell them that, they be like, ah, no, it's true. That's just like in New York City. That was one of the biggest ports. Why do you think they had Wall Street down in New York City? Wall Street didn't start with no damn stocks and bonds. It started with the slaves.
Yeah, the
Ooh, talk
stock was
that talk.
the human stock.
Talk that talk. So people really was thinking, we was taught or made to believe that if you ran from down south and made it up to the north, you could just walk the streets and be free and just be chilling.
That's the picture. That's the picture they paint. Once you get up here, once you get across Erie, you good. You can walk around.
Like you good.
You
Okay,
can
yeah,
get a
okay.
job, become a
Yeah,
diplomat. You can do anything
yeah.
once you get across Erie.
That's what they told. That's what they told. That's what
You
they
might
told us.
be a mayor once you
Okay.
get
Like if
across
you
You
go
that
down,
line.
mayor.
like if you go down by the railroad tracks, if you go down there and you look at the walls, I don't know if they cover it up because they said it was going to cover a lot of that stuff down there. You can actually see the bars in the walls.
We used to go down there, and we done been the subway, the old subway or the train.
The whole subway.
Okay, we used to go down there. We took photo shoots down there.
They said if you go when we was when I worked when I like I said I used to work for the city, and before they had started doing all that down there, not for us, but for the bring the white people from bring people from the suburbs to bring them into the city. I was looking around, I'm like, yo, this right here is crazy. I ain't never been down there till then. And then I started looking at the walls. I'm like, hold on a minute. Used to be bars down here.
Mm.
And then I started doing my research on Rochester, and I'm like, yo, they used to have hangings right down here. You go down there, you'll see some old pictures.
I'm
But
going.
a lot of people don't believe that. A lot of people think, like you said, oh, if you left the South, you could get away and you could run. Nah,
You gotta run, and then you're gonna meet up with Frederick Douglass, and then he gonna show you the freedom.
he was a slave owner himself.
Who Rochester
Oh,
dude?
yeah.
No, Frederick Douglass. He
Oh
was
yeah,
a
Hold
him
up.
too.
slave.
Yeah, he was down
He
with
was
it.
Hold
he
it
was
down
born
for a
in
second. Hold on.
he was born into slavery, and he got out of slavery, and he became a slave owner himself.
Yep. And the dude back to the Rochester dude. See, man, it's just crazy. Yeah, he ran with slaves too. All of them had slaves. Yeah, they had them. Word up. So I don't know, man. What else you got for us, my brother? Come on, drop some more of that the deep facts, my brother. Come on, I be seeing you be driving on your. You know what I mean, I be seeing you when you be on your work shift. You know what I
Probably seen my last video flipping out on my baby mama.
Hey, yo, I got a question for you. So
Yeah.
check it out. Seeing your sister come see what you were into, and then for her to double back and really take hold of it and take it further, as you're aware. What do you think? What do you think the process, or did she share with you what re-sparked her, or what brought her back to, towards our culture? What brought her back in?
Um, now we never talked about that, but within our family, I know her family on on her father's side, they deep into that stuff. Um, but once you start getting around it as as a black person, you gravitate towards that faster than into anything because it's natural.
Facts. Yeah.
But a lot of people tend to run away from it because they start hearing the bad part, like, "Oh, you're not supposed to sacrifice an animal." Why not? That's the closest thing. Animal is the closest thing to God Himself.
Hey, I'll tell you what. This was interesting, right? When they talk about animals, since you brought that up, the United States kills maybe I don't know, a million cows a year, a million
Right.
chickens, a million
A
roosters
month. A
a month.
month.
Okay, like they slaughter and then don't eat nothing, and then waste, they get thrown away. You think about how many animals get slaughtered and how much stuff gets thrown away and wasted. How much, even when people eating burgers and halfway eat and throw it, you know what I'm saying?
That's what I
So
said. I was thinking that.
and
KFC,
mhm.
Popeyes, that's a
Yeah,
lot of
chicken.
chicken, man.
Come on,
Then
man.
you
You think
got
I
churches chicken. You got all these other people chicken, corner store chicken. You got all
come
kind of chicken. It
oof,
ain't enough chicken.
come on, man.
It ain't enough chickens in the United States to supply all these people, man.
Come on.
That's when
And
you go into that next step of now you just eating something.
yeah, you know
And,
where
and
what
it
you
ain't
eat.
even meat.
All right.
You might be
So
eating some gorilla back for some ribs or something. You don't know
yeah.
what you're eating now. You might be eating some human.
hmm The thing
Because
is, they
like I
slaughtering
told y'all on that
animals.
old bill, a lot of people disappear, man.
Yep. So they slaughter animals for no reason, and then they'll say something about somebody in the culture who kill a chicken and then eat it. Like my grandmother, them. I remember when I was little, they used to go to the store and get the dang chicken from the store and have to burn the feathers off. You know what I'm saying? Them joints was fresh. You know what I'm saying? I done been in the yard and seen my fam done pop the chicken head off in the yard. You see what I'm saying? And boil that junk like down south. I'm talking about deep down south type way. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's
My
that's
father was
natural
from the farm.
and straight off the farm stuff. You see what I'm saying? So, and it not be wasted. It ain't like they was out there had 10 chickens, 10 whatever it is, and just nah. It's for that meal, for what it was, for whatever it was used for. You know what I mean? So
Right.
I think when people see like, okay, they see people, okay, African culture, or they done killed a goat or whatever it may be. That animal about to feed the village for those who eat that meat. That shit about to feed people. They not about to just throw that away. The the the
They do
the
make it look bad. They do make it look bad.
you know what I'm saying? They
They do
about to
make it look bad.
they make it
They
look
try
bad
to
for
make the animal look like a victim
yeah. And not you see what I'm saying? And not knowing
when
that
they
whole
treat a
point.
whole human like that. Look at Rodney King. Look at the people, the humans they beat and killed.
Mm-hmm.
But
Come
they'll
on,
make a
man.
goat look like a victim or a chicken.
Yeah. When you about to
You're right.
because that's been prayed over and went through ceremony where the drums is used, the skin is used for drums, the trail and all the insides goes to the floor, and the ants and the little animals and eat that, and every piece ain't nothing wasted. Ain't nothing, not even the skirt, the fur, nothing wasted. It ain't even thrown out. So we we that's when we looking at stuff through a Western culture lens and looking at our stuff like we doing something wrong. When in actuality, we really preserving life and respecting life. You know what I'm
Like I
saying?
Mm.
like I
It
said,
ain't
the
wasted.
animal. Like I said, the animal is is the closest thing to God Himself. I don't care how you what you believe in. The animal was created before man. It was it's the closest thing because it's the most peaceful thing on earth. They don't kill unless they hungry.
They
They
stick to
don't.
the script.
They don't. They don't do none of that. You look at the birds. Look how when they fly, the seagulls and stuff. They don't go and attack each other. They fly together. They live together. They live in peace. But they only eat when they have to. Those are the most closest thing to God Himself. But a lot of people, because through slavery time, they was told that's voodooism. If you get caught practicing that or slaughtering that, you're gonna die. You're gonna kill you. So that feared a lot of people from passing it on to the kids. Now I gotta practice Christianity. I gotta practice that. I gotta practice this. I can't believe in that.
You gotta be a Muslim because you're black.
Yep. People jump on that, and then, yep,
Why
yep.
they
There,
say that? They be like, yo, they don't want you to be someone of the culture of the other continent, a culture of something that's older than every religion, something that's in your DNA. You know what I'm saying? You naturally, even through the religions you learned as a child, you still do parts of the spirituality
facts,
naturally
facts,
and
facts,
don't even know it.
facts, facts,
And you're comfortable doing it until they put the name on it.
facts.
But then they say, yo, I've heard it. You know what I mean? I've been a 5%er. I started off like that. You know what I mean? I started off in the church, but then, when I was like 12, somebody came home from jail. One of my brother older friends, you know what I mean? My older brother friends came home and introduced me to the knowledge and all this other stuff. So, I'm running the elementary school, the middle school with a name and niggas know when I was little. Remember we ironed the letters on? I remember I had changed my name to Shawez. And this was in elementary school. I changed my name to Shawez. You know what I'm saying? So I've been in this, I did this thing. I've been quote unquote doing the knowledge for a very long time. Just a child. You know what I mean? Because it sounded cool when he came home. And you know what I mean? And he'll tell you about this and that and the degrees and where this go and how many miles from here to the sun and all the other wisdom. You know what I mean? It sounded cool. It was dope. It was captivating. At the same time, it was healthy because we got off the pork. He taught us how to chill. Don't smoke the cigarettes. Don't drink the liquor, man. Come on, man. You're killing yourself, son. And all this other stuff. And it was cool. You felt pure. You felt like you knew something. But you gotta grow. Most things you go through in life, if it's a religion, if it's a way of life, it's only stages and pieces of that you keep with you. Just like when you eat the chicken. You don't eat the bone. You take the pieces you eat and the rest go away. That's how I've seen my life through every term of my life. Even when I went down south and I became a Muslim. You know what I mean? By the time I was gonna get my first X, I went to the mosque and I felt so uncomfortable because them dudes was looking at me entering into a place of supposed to be peace and comfort, and they was looking at me like I was gonna kill everybody in there, and I didn't like that. You invited me all the time. Every time y'all see me, come to the mosque, brother. Come to the mosque, brother. Brother, this is peace, man. Come on in here, man. Come on. And every mosque I went to, they look at you when you come in that door like you finna come in there and assassinate everybody. That's not welcoming at all. So that was the end of my Muslim trip.
Hey, yo, cool.
Well,
Go,
well,
time out, time out, time out.
well. Hold on. Let me speak about. Let me say it. Let me
Okay,
say.
hold on, wait. Cool. You trying to turn this into one of our conversations on the phone? Cool. Go,
Hold on.
go,
Hold on a minute. This is the whole thing people don't understand when they speak about Islam. It's it's not about you going to the mosque. You was born a Muslim. A Muslim is a peaceful person. Your child was your child while she was in her mother's womb. Your son bear witness God Himself before he was even brought into this world. So
I
that's
understand that.
Islam.
I get that. But you can't call it that. You can't call it that because when you look at the truth, the Islam religion is so young. It's younger than Christianity.
No,
it's
it's
the
not.
youngest one
Yes,
out of
it
the.
No,
is. That's the youngest one. That's the
it's
baby.
older. It's
No, it's
older.
not. Because you had spirituality before that.
Hey,
Because even
Islam is
when
the
I
youngest.
talk to even when I
Yep.
talk to pastors and priests, when I tell them when Jesus went to Egypt, what was he?
He was a
He
Jew.
wasn't a Muslim.
No, he
No,
was a
I'm talking
Jew.
about what did he learn? No, he got his learn from the spirituality people. And he had to blend in, so he was black. That's the first piece of easy information. He had to blend in
But
with the people. Wait. He had to blend in with the people and hide. You can't hide in Egypt unless you real crispy. So, and in that time, there was no Muslims. So you had to become peaceful in a whole nother
but
thought
back then,
stream.
what we don't
We're
understand is
taking thousands of years almost. We can't
well,
we can't talk about back then like it was 100.
but back then they didn't
You
they
can't say that. You
they
weren't
all of
there.
them
You
back then
wasn't
they used
there.
to
You
let
wasn't
me
there.
finish.
You wasn't there. You can't do that. I don't like when people do that. You can't assume what was going on. Because I only speak from fact or what I have knowledge of. I
Okay,
don't assume.
I'm
I don't
agree.
assume what they were
You know
doing.
what? No, cool. I'm gonna agree with you that
But what
I
I'm
don't
saying is,
I don't
it
I don't
wasn't.
agree.
It
I
wasn't
don't
doing
say that.
Islam. Muhammad
But
wasn't born yet.
what I have learned and I have read
Okay,
back then, they didn't call. There was no such thing as Christianity. It was no thing as
that's
because
what I'm
it was the
saying. That's
only
what I
thing.
tell them. Jesus
It was the
Christ
only
couldn't have
thing.
been the greatest teacher to them.
Only thing they had was hope and spirituality.
Oh,
Hope and prayer.
nah. When you go
Wait.
into, when you could go into Egyptology and just see that there wasn't just no hope. You know what
Now
Yeah.
I'm saying? They
all
had
you want to talk
gods
about
then. They had
Egyptology.
gods. They had plenty of gods. From
Yeah. Come on.
Amun
We can't go
to
say
all
that.
the stuff you
Like now.
bringing
You
up
now
now.
look. Hold on. I gotta say this because you. I just want. All right. So
I'm just
because it sounds
traveling
like
backwards.
they had more than hope. We gotta
They
because you're
have more
saying
than
it
hope.
as if they came and got liberated. Like somebody came and saved them and gave them something more with hope than hope when they gave them Islam. You see what I'm saying? So you said that like all they had was hope, like they didn't already have a established culture and way of life before they was invaded by those who practice Islam and so on and so forth. Because we are aware that it's an Abrahamic religion that warred with the spiritual systems before it. that in Christianity, Judaism, and Islam is all the same. All three of them is Abrahamic joints. And Islam is the youngest out of the three.
That's the youngest.
It's the youngest. I mean, it came last. I just
So
wanted to
like I
share
was
that.
saying, why all black people when they say, yeah, yo, nah, you ain't gotta be Christian, you supposed to be Muslim, son. That's the black people. And when you go to Arabia or any of them places that practice it, them people don't like you.
If you look,
Them people
notice, right?
despise you.
They were the middle. They were part of the slave trade too. They was involved in all
Yeah.
of that too. They was definitely involved.
Well,
And
you
if you look,
well,
if you go to some of your corner stores right now, right in the Rock or certain ones, you're gonna see a black. You may see a black man working in a store. They still got slavery going on.
you know, I try to tell people this all the time. I remember I used to go to the mosque, and I went to the mosque on Bay Street, and when I went over there, I felt so uncomfortable because they didn't talk to me. And then I remember one time I was selling my goods on right on Bay Street. They came around the corner taking pictures. And I don't know, Stig, I don't know if you remember Abdullah that used to be up there.
Yeah, I remember Abdullah. Come on, man.
He came to me, he said, yo, he said, look, he said, yo, Mustafa. He said, yo, listen, bring your purses over to Goodman Plaza, man. I'll help you get rid of them. I said, all right, no problem. Doom, they told him, tell your brother if he come back up here, we gonna call the cops. So when he told me that, I went inside their store, right in their clothing store that everybody go shop at,
Right.
and went in there and said, Bismillah. So you gonna tell him to call the police on me if you selling stuff? I tell you what, I'm gonna shut this whole store down. All this bootleg stuff y'all got in here, I'm gonna shut it down. So call the police on me. Go ahead. And I'm gonna make sure because they gotta have contracts with Nike to sell Nike. That's what black people
Right.
don't understand. They gotta have contracts to sell Nikes in their store.
You crazy.
And if you don't have a contract, try to send those Nikes that you buy or those Jordans that you buy from the Arab stores, send them back to Nike. I guarantee Nike will send you a letter.
Right.
Like Stig said,
They're gonna see you a tracking letter.
they don't like us. That's the reason why they sell the drug paraphernalia. That's the reason why they sell the pork. That's the reason why if you go in a store, like when I go in their stores now, you go in their store and say salam alaikum to them, they just say salam. That's disrespectful.
Right. But I'm
Because
talking
they
about the
think
black ones though. When I in my story, I'm talking about the black one. When I went in the mosque and I felt so like I felt like an outsider that was coming in to hurt
you was
somebody.
an outsider. Regardless regardless if they invited you, they still looked at you as an outsider. They still looked at you as a non-believer.
Don't invite me. Don't walk up to me on my block or nowhere and invite me. If I go to a church, they're gonna open the door and tell you to come on in. Sit down, brother, and all this other stuff. You want to sit over there? You want to sit over here? They welcome you on in. But this supposed to be as most black people that's outside of Christianity say, this is your religion, brother, man. You supposed to be over here. You're a Muslim by nature, and this all that other stuff. You know what I mean? You're not a Muslim. You're a Muslim. Come in here. Come with us. Get straightened up. Straighten your family up. Be upright. Wear the bow tie. All the other stuff. You're supposed to look.
That's not Islam. Wearing the bow tie is not Islam.
No, I'm talking about how it began when we was young. When they came out to the blocks, like I told you, when they came out to the blocks and showed you how to straighten up as a young man, stand
You
up.
talking about you talking about the Nation of Islam?
Yeah, but they was the beginning. They was a step to the Muslim. They opened the door. There wouldn't be no black
But
Muslims if it wasn't for
but
them.
people don't. They are not Muslims
I'd rather be them.
because reason why they not Muslims, they don't even read out of the Quran.
Yes, they do.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
No, they
Yes,
don't.
they do. They don't. They don't. They not. The only difference is they not as disciplined. That's the only difference. That they still could be regular people. That's the
Elijah
only
Muhammad.
difference.
Elijah Muhammad practiced more out of the Bible than
And
the
he had
Quran.
the mothership.
Well, like I said earlier, at Abrahamic religions, you could cross the
You can mix
Bible
them and cross them.
with Judaism, with Islam. Like they painted a picture to us like them three were separate. If anybody checking this now, go do your research. If you type in, you could just Google Abrahamic religions. All three of them gonna pop up because all of them go with the Abraham story. You see what I'm saying? All three of them,
Right.
and they all got the same founding father. So it's like if you don't get them with this way, you get them with this. You don't get them with that, you get them with that. You know what I'm saying? So all of them. That's why even when I was young, I used to be like, dang, well, it was a space where I said, well, it must be true because it says it over here too. And I didn't realize they was written pretty much dang by the same authors. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
we got to understand that they're related. Off the
Right.
Well, the
top.
We ain't
difference
saying.
between
We ain't saying. Hold on. Let me let this go. We ain't saying they are bad.
Mm-mm.
We're saying they related and young. If
Yeah.
anybody misconstrued the whole conversation, we're
Yeah.
saying they're related and they're
And young.
young
That's it. Yeah.
in
Ain't
the
saying.
time. If the
Yeah.
Earth was here a billion years, and you start talking about something that was birthed maybe 3.5 thousand years ago, it's a baby
Right.
to what was already going on, to mathematically the Earth's age, and people always was here.
well,
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this: the difference between
You can close it out.
Islam.
You can close it out to the next week. Oh, I got my man coming next week, the assemblyman. You could close it out. You never get to close it out. You always be gone first. Your phone blink off or some shit happen.
Well,
Yo,
the difference between Islam and Christianity, Islam has never changed. Christianity has changed. It
never
has
changed.
changed. That man has changed Christianity.
So where the Nation of Islam came from?
Nation of Islam,
That's a
it's a
branch
great
of it.
no, it's a branch of Christianity.
So
No,
let me
it
ask you
ain't.
this. I gotta ask you
That's a
this.
mixture of both.
So check it out. You said it hasn't changed, right? So it's the youngest of the Abrahamic religions. So they had one version of the Abrahamic religion, a second version, and then a third version of it, which would be Islam, right? And after that third version, it hasn't changed after that, right? However, still been scaffolded off of the two things previous before it. You know what I'm saying? And then we also got to look at war, what type of wars was going on and how things were spread, because that's how religion was spread back in the day. It was literally through war. You went up somewhere, you took over, you took over the land, and you raised the children. You destroyed the
You killed
temples.
all the religious leaders and the king
Yeah, yeah. You killed anything that had to do with what was before, and
with leadership.
the leadership. And they raised the babies, married the women, and did whatever they could, and then started a whole new name. That's what all of those religions were spread, all especially the Abrahamic ones.
Yeah,
That's what it did.
true. Yeah,
You know
that
what I
is
mean?
true. But what I'm saying is, reason why I say Islam hasn't changed, the base of the prayer, the base of um of how you carry yourself. Now, once you go outside the realm of using it for war or whatever, you're not Muslim no more. You're not practicing Christianity. You're not practicing none of that. You practicing man-made what you feel that you need to use, and many people use religion, the name of God or Allah or Buddha, whatever you want to call it, to fit them.
So
Yes,
why
true
is
indeed,
slavery accepted in Muslim culture?
because of man,
It's always was in it when it came to a black person. There's slaves
because
right
of man.
now in Egypt, in Africa, by Muslims. There's slaves. But the thing is, my man Muslim. And I talked to a few Muslims. But every time I bring that up, they excuse them brothers or slide out that conversation.
You shouldn't. But
But
because of
they do.
man, it was more of a control. That's just like
But
Christianity.
there's
It's
something
more of
in the religion that says my brother is forbidden to get talked about bad. There's some rule that say I can't discipline my brother because he's one of me.
well, you that is true. But
It
I
ain't
don't care
right.
who
I
you
don't
are.
care what the book is. Right is
If you're
right,
doing
wrong is
bad,
wrong.
if you're doing bad,
But right
you're
is
doing
right
bad.
and wrong is wrong. And
Yeah,
every
I'm
time
gonna
I
talk
bring
about.
that up to a Muslim, I'll be like, okay, so why they got African slaves still to this day? They
It's a
they they
control.
they
It's
weasel out that conversation some kind of way.
it's a it's a control factor. Anytime you put somebody in slavery and bondage, I don't care what you practice, what you believe in. That's a control factor. I
Right.
want to control you. If
But
I can't
when are we
control
gonna
you,
say as black Muslims we don't respect that? That's
no, you
my point.
shouldn't.
No,
You
no,
shouldn't.
no, no, no. Find a Muslim homeboy you know and bring it up.
I do it all the time, and I
Watch
tell
how
them.
they weasel away from that part
No,
and say, "Come
no,
on,
no, no,
man."
no. That's the whole thing. I will tell them if I go in these stores, I do that. I tell them. I tell them about themselves that, and they feel that they could get away with that stuff because we allow it. We
Well, it's
allow
like,
these Arabs to
But
yummy yard,
you know why?
yummy
You
and
know why
all that
they?
price.
You know why they feel comfortable and can allow it? Because we try to be them.
whoo,
That's not our religion.
cool, cool. Hey, boom, cool. I state my word. I couldn't push my mute mic button fast enough. I could. I was. It was. You hit the buzzer. You got it out before I could.
That's why they won't listen to us if we complain about it. Because they'll say, "This is not you anyway. You're a fake Muslim. You're not
Yeah,
us."
because you wasn't born. What they say
Right,
is you wasn't born over into that country.
right.
Well,
You wasn't born into this. So, but if you pull out certain parts of the Quran, they bow their head to you.
I never seen it.
I'm telling you, they bow their head
so
to you.
so boom. Like you made a great point, cool. It wasn't it wasn't designed. It's us. It's our people trying to be down with their adapting their culture, adapting
Because
their
of
way
a
of life,
tone.
adapting their whatever they got going on, and then they're not going to ever fully accept our people into what they got going on because it's theirs. It's not
Because
ours.
they've enslaving them.
Yeah, they was
How
enslaved.
can
The
you
same.
let somebody lead something when we're enslaving you?
Yep, indoctrination. It's the same. It's same indoctrination move. Now our folks.
And
Now
the
what we.
only reason they let us in, because that'll keep us peaceful with them.
Yep, there we go. And check
Hmm.
this out. And we now our folks gonna take lemons and lemonade it. That's how we got the NOI. Now we got the militant, you know what I'm saying? Got the, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So stuff like that. But
I ain't
like,
knocking what you believe if it's
yeah,
good for you or anything, but at the same time, I still have questions that
right.
you can't answer for me. You can't convince me to be a part of something that I still see you slaving my people, but it's okay. That's
Is
almost
it
like when I bring it to a Christian. When I say in the Bible, it tells you that when this slave master whip you and beat you almost to the point you pass out, but you don't pass out, it was okay for them to do that. Then they ignore that that's in the Bible. Like Stig said, most of the Abrahamic religion got the same thing in them. They enslaved us, but it's okay as long as you worship what you see. So on that note, we're gonna go and we're gonna chill, you know what I'm saying? Till the week after next or whatever when we bring it. Hey, but I'm going downtown. I took the notes. I want to see those at the picture with the burner witches. I'm going to look for them, and when I find them, I'm taking pictures of them and I'm bringing them back, and I'm gonna show them. No, that's where I'm gonna go. I believe if it's there, I'm going to see. I'm gonna take
right?
pictures. If you get there first, take pictures if you get a chance to go, because you know where they were. So
Right
if
down the
they
hall of
still
justice.
there, I'm saying if they still there and you get a chance, take the pictures. You know my number. Send them to me. Dig. If you run through there, where they at? Public safety building? What building? Tell us the building.
Hall of justice.
The Hall of Justice. All right. Any of
Justice.
these buildings. When we go through there, we're gonna bring it back and we're gonna bring it to the people, man. But yo, thanks, my guys, man.
That's
Y'all
right.
my dudes, man. I love talking to y'all, man.
Yo, man, great build session, man. Very
Right.
Salam
informative.
alaikum, my brother. La ilaha illallah, bismillah, rahmatullah, tadeem.
I dig it.
Shout
I
out my
dig it.
man
If it's
Raheem.
I dig it. We ain't here to run you away from nothing. I'm just here to ask questions. If
Hey,
you
I
here,
don't believe in running, brother. I ain't gonna run from nothing I
you ain't
believe
never
in.
here.
Yep. And
That's
plus
why
I'm
you
on the
here.
like
You
and
got
plus I'm
Sticks.
on the
You got me.
right.
But I'm gonna
And I'm
give,
on it
hey,
like this.
cool. I'm gonna
Whatever
give
we
you your
doing at
flowers,
home.
brother. You got something great going. Keep it going, brother. Keep it going, man, and make it bigger and bigger,
You a
man.
part. It's because of you. You a part. We hear you every day when you talking in your bed. We hear you, man. You here with us, man. we hear you. That's why I like that you here. You voice your opinion. Stig, you my guy.
You
You
already.
know I wanted to avoid what we'll talk about before we got over here. Because that would have been just something shooting in the air. That was just fun for us. You
Right.
know
Yeah,
what
we
I'm
got
saying?
right. Right. Yeah. One day we're gonna let y'all get the behind the scenes
Oh
convos, man.
man.
Once in a while
Oh
he'll
man.
turn these, he'll spice these joints up a little bit, you know what I mean?
But
But
y'all, we'll see y'all next Thursday. I'm supposed to have the assemblyman in. He gonna come in. He gonna let y'all see what it go and how it do and who we need to talk to. Make sure y'all rewind the tape today to the beginning. Don't feel insulted if you believe in something. Keep believing because it's getting you closer to the creator. So don't feel insulted, man. If you
right,
have a question, ask a question. Never be afraid. You're not questioning God because the people in front of you is not them. So if you ever have a question, question something. You know what I'm saying? Make yourself comfortable. I do it because I talk to the creator every morning and every afternoon and at night. So I can ask anybody something. I debate with pastors, priests, Elams, whatever you want to be. We'll have it. It ain't a hard debate, but I'm gonna ask a question. That's just me. The creator told me to ask a question.
that's
That's why
right.
y'all was entertained tonight. He said, yo, ask these people this, that, and the third. And everything we talked about was meant to talk about. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
We don't usually bring the Igun and all the other stuff in the conversation. It was meant to be talked about. You ain't see
Mm-mm.
Stig sweat. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? If he gonna handle it.
Hey, yo, man, whatever anybody is into, shout out to you, man. As long as we out here helping the babies, man, use whatever
that's
tools it is to
that's the
help the
thing.
youth and community. I don't care what your spiritual system is, what you practice, how you moving and doing what you do. As long as you about family, community, nation building, and getting our peoples about that situation and helping the youth. Real talk.
Right. We all gotta work together, man. That's what's wrong with people in the community. We need to talk to each other. You know, Trap A in the building. My man QB. I saw you in there shoot the shot
Q
like you
Train,
do.
shout out Shabaka Move, 16th bar.
You know what I'm saying? 16 bar. Make sure y'all go see that. Go to my man, what's his name? Shabaka. Go to that channel.
Free smoke, no gas.
Free smoke, no gas. Well, Shabaka got a website. What's
Media
it called?
movement,
Media Movement. Go to
mediamovement.net.
shout out the Media Movement. Shout out the Free Smoke, No Gas. Shout out to Cello them on the
Yep.
radio. You know what I'm saying? We all here, man. We the crew, the faculty. You know what I'm saying? Rochester, New York in the building, man. Me and Stig signing out, man. Peace.
Peace.